Have you ever wondered why people who act selfish often call other people selfish all the time? Or why people who often refer to other people's skin color call other people racist? Well, today I will answer that question for you. I'm Kerry Blaser, reincarnation of Mary Magdalene, the divine feminine. And today I'm going to share some wisdom and some knowledge with you about how that works. And what I've learned over time is that when something's true, it's true in multiple places. So let's start with the wisdom, because I'm feminine and wisdom is feminine. Wisdom says the universe is a mirror, showing us ourselves in every moment as a constant feedback loop for self-improvement. Knowledge says we attract what we are through energetic resonance, meaning a vibrational match. Okay, so I want to share a couple of things with you to help explain how this process works. Okay, we're going to get into a physics experiment. We're going to go to my website here in a second, and I'll teach you how this process works and why it's true. Okay, so let's start with Dr. David R. Hawkins, who made the map of consciousness. It's on my website, but I'm going to share it right now so we can look at it together. Okay, so here it is, and oh, let me make that smaller. And on the left side of the screen, you'll see map of consciousness levels. And it has all of our different, emotions, from shame, guilt, fear, courage, acceptance, love, peace, and enlightenment, which is an emotion. Okay, so I have to explain a little bit of physics here I can show you how this wisdom works. Okay, so Dr. David R. Hawkins worked with physicists, and they were able to help decide that and figure out that we all have energy bodies or souls, that we're all souls having a human experience. We have scientific proof of this now, okay? And our souls communicate how we feel about ourselves out through our heart onto other people, and then through a laws of physics process, our how we feel about ourselves is mirrored back to us. So if I feel shame, guilt, fear, selfishness, that's what I see back. And so this map of consciousness can help you understand how different emotions vibrate at different frequencies here, where shame vibrates at 20 hertz, courage at 200 hertz, love at 500 hertz, and enlightenment at 700 to 1,000 hertz. And this is important for the physics experiment that I'm about to show you. Okay, so let's watch the physics experiment, and then we'll talk about, why this happens in our energy field, and why and how this can help us see ourselves as like the best self-reflection tool you ever had, right? Okay, so let me share this physics experiment with you. See the different hertz? 512 and 440 do not resonate. They are not a vibrational match. They don't impact each other. 440 and 440 are a vibrational match, so they impact each other. Interesting, right? I thought that was just fascinating. When I found that, I'm like, oh, okay, so this is how the universe as a mirror works. If when I project how I feel about myself, whether it's shame, guilt, or fear, what moves outside of me in another person's soul will draw my perception or my attention, right? Like if I'm vibrating at 20 hertz and 5 people are vibrating at 100 hertz, they don't pull my attention, they don't pull my perception, because they're not moving at the same frequency. But someone else who's also vibrating at, say, 20 hertz, their frequency will draw my frequency. Here's like an example in real day life. So have you ever seen like a movie with your best friend And your best friend, the lessons and what draws their attention in the movie is different than yours, right? Both equally valid. One isn't better than the other, just different. What pulls their perception is different than what pulls your perception. Why? That's based on the wounds and the wisdom inside of your soul. Like if you have a lot of shame around something, your soul will naturally draw your attention to it to show you yourself, right? So imagine how you can apply that in your relationships. Anytime you say, the selfishness is me. And one piece of wisdom that I share here is triggers are our healing friend and not our healing foe. And why? Okay. So when you get triggered, your emotional pain is at the surface. That other person just helped you show you yourself. We're souls having a human experience. We are here to see ourselves, to face our fears and our challenges and learn and grow from them. We're here to expand our emotional range, not just stay stuck in joy or stuck in shame like I was for so many years. I had to learn that I needed that. And that's one of my other lessons. And why I needed that. And it's in the ebook and my free ebook, which is linked below. Anyway, that's how you can use the universe as a mirror wisdom. You can use it to see yourself. You can use it to stop projecting your problems onto everybody else. Okay? And we have a lot of that in the media right now. And we can all understand that. So, here's another example. So the guy at Starbucks screaming at the barista that his blueberry muffin is not hot enough. That person came in with problems, and he's now projecting his problems onto other people and then trying to hold them responsible for his problems. That's mental illness. But we have an epidemic of that right now because people don't understand themselves. So anyway, reach out through my website if you have any questions. Please like and subscribe. I'm doing all 6 lessons. Oh, let me show you my ebook. Right. Let me show you my ebook. Almost forgot. Don't want to forget my ebook. Okay. So here's my ebook, The 6 Divine Feminine Self-Love Strategies. And I'll briefly show it to you. There's a link below so you can grab it. The first one is appreciate, learn, and forgive equals ego death. Teach you how to transform your emotional wounds into personal wisdom with a simple technique. The love hierarchy, teaching you why and how it's important to fill your own cup of love first before anybody else. Then you can pour from overflow onto everyone else. Learn to surf the waves of life. I think that's, self-explanatory, but I get into it here as a physics experiment, helping you understand. Then there's the map of consciousness. And here's the universe as a mirror, and it also has that physics experiment. The next one is changing the world as an inside job. And I have a little story about how I helped Andrew Tate. I was in a personal relationship with his best friend, Justin Waller, and I had an opportunity to help Andrew. So that story's in there with another physics experiment. And then the last one is pain is an initiation process for personal growth. And then I have a video down there about how I've been raped and sexually abused in other ways, and about how I found compassion in my heart for Jeffrey Epstein after he passed away, and I helped his soul forgive himself and open his heart to going to heaven, or what we call heaven. So anyway, I hope this helps. There'll be a link below, but reach out to my website. Via my website is a contact form and email if you have any questions or you want any client services. But really, I teach a DIY technique to help everyone learn how to transform their emotional wounds into personal wisdom. All right, take care. Thank you. Bye.